AITA for posting screenshots of my SIL's texts online and making her look bad? Hi everyone, I, 29F, really need some outside perspective here because I'm honestly torn and my brain's been a mess lately. AITA for posting screenshots of my sister-in-law's texts online and, in her words, making her look bad? I feel like I might have gone too far, but I also feel like she pushed me to my limit. For context, this all happened in the middle of a really intense time for me and my wife, and I'm still kinda reeling. Sorry if this gets long, I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep and a lot of hospital coffee. Here's the full story. So, me and my wife, 28F, just welcomed our twin boys 6 days ago. We'd been trying for a family for a while, and this pregnancy was a huge deal for us. But it wasn't easy. Our boys had something called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, TTTS, which I'd never even heard of before we got the diagnosis. Basically, it's this scary condition where the twins share a placenta and one gets more blood flow than the other, which can be super dangerous for both. We were in and out of doctor's appointments for months, constantly worried about their health. My wife was a champ through it all, monitoring, bed rest, the works. I tried to be there for her every step, but it was stressful. Eventually, the doctors decided the boys had to come early to give them the best shot, so they were born premature and are currently in the NICU. They're fighters, but it's been a lot. We've basically been living at the hospital, sleeping in these uncomfortable chairs, eating vending machine snacks, and just trying to spend every second we can with our little guys. Seeing them in those tiny incubators with tubes and monitors is so hard, but we're so in love with them already. I'm one of their moms too, you know? Even if I didn't carry them, I'm there changing diapers, holding their tiny hands, and cheering them on. Okay, so that's the backdrop. Now enter my brother, 31M, and his new wife, my sister-in-law, 30F. For privacy, let's call them Jake and Sarah. Jake and I have always been pretty close. Growing up, we were the kind of siblings who fought like cats and dogs but always had each other's backs. He's a good guy, works hard, pretty chill, and we've always been able to talk about stuff. Sarah, on the other hand, has been a mixed bag. When they started dating a couple years ago, I thought she was fine. She's outgoing, likes to plan everything, and seemed to make Jake happy. But over time, I started noticing little things, how she'd make these subtle digs about my job. I'm a graphic designer, and she once called it cute that I play with colors for a living, or how she'd get weirdly competitive about stuff like whose holiday decorations were better. I brushed it off because Jake seemed into her, and I didn't want to be that sister who causes drama. My wife, Lily, was always better at keeping the peace than me. She'd just smile and change the subject whenever Sarah got weird. I figured, live and let live, right? So, Jake and Sarah got engaged last year, and their wedding was planned for 2 days ago. When they set the date, we didn't know the twins would come early or that we'd be in this NICU situation. Originally, Lily and I were both supposed to go. My brother even asked me to do a reading at the ceremony, which I was excited about. We got them a nice gift, this custom photo frame and a gift card, because we wanted to show we were happy for them. But then the twins came and everything changed. Lily obviously couldn't go, she's still recovering from the delivery, and she's been so strong but so exhausted. And me? I couldn't imagine leaving her or our boys. The NICU is unpredictable. One minute the nurses are saying they're stable, the next there's a scare about breathing or feeding. I'm not just there for the babies. I'm there for Lily too. We're a team. So, I texted Jake a few days before the wedding and explained. I said we were so sorry, but with the boys in the NICU and Lily needing me, we couldn't make it. I told him we loved him, wished them the best day ever, and made sure their gift got delivered to their place ahead of time. He texted back, "No worries, sis, take care of your family. We'll celebrate later." I thought that was that. I mean, he got it, right? Family comes first, especially in a situation like this. Fast forward to yesterday. I'm at the hospital, sitting by one of the incubators, holding my son's tiny hand and trying not to cry because the nurse said he gained a few ounces, which is a big win for us. My phone buzzes, and it's a text from Sarah. I open it, expecting maybe a "congrats on the babies" or "how are the twins doing" kind of message. Nope. Instead, she writes, "Hey, since you and Lily didn't make it to the wedding, we need you to send us £140 for your plates of food. Weddings are expensive, and we had to pay for your spots." I just stared at my phone, like, is this real? I was so thrown off. I texted back, "Sarah, are you joking? Our boys are in the NICU. We couldn't be there." She replies, "And I swear I'm not making this up. I get that Lily couldn't come since she had to stay in the hospital, but you didn't give birth, so you could have made it. Now 2 plates of food went to waste, and we're out that money." I felt my blood pressure shoot through the roof. First off, the idea that I'd leave my wife and premature newborns in the hospital to go eat chicken or whatever at their wedding? Insane. Second, that comment about me not giving birth hit me like a truck. Lily and I went through this together, years of planning, fertility treatments, tears, and now the stress of the NICU. I'm their mom too. I didn't carry them, but I'd been there for every ultrasound, every scare, and now every minute in that sterile hospital room. How dare she imply I'm less of a parent? I was fuming, but I tried to keep it together. I texted back, "This is ridiculous. Does Jake even know you're asking me for this?" She dodged the question and said, "Weddings cost a lot, and I'm just trying to recoup our losses. This is between us, woman to woman." Woman to woman? What does that even mean? Like I'm supposed to secretly Venmo her £140 and not tell my brother because we're both women? I was seeing red at this point. I know this sounds bad, but I wasn't thinking straight. I barely slept in days, I'm worried about my boys, my wife's exhausted, and now this? I took screenshots of the whole exchange, her asking for the money, the "you didn't give birth" line, the woman-to-woman bit, and I posted them to Facebook. I didn't add much caption, just something like, "Can you believe this? My SIL is asking us for £140 for wedding plates while our twins are in the NICU." I didn't tag her or Jake, but our family and friends overlap, so people saw it. I just wanted to vent, you know? I wanted someone to tell me I wasn't crazy for thinking this was out of line. Well, it blew up. I guess a bunch of family members and mutual friends saw the post and started messaging Sarah. My cousin texted me, "OMG, is this for real? She's wild for that." My aunt called me and said she couldn't believe Sarah would ask for money at a time like this. I don't know exactly what people said to her, but a couple hours later, Sarah texts me, "Take that post down now. You're making me look bad, and people are taking it out of context. They think I'm some kind of villain." I didn't respond right away because I was back with the twins, helping Lily with a feeding session. Then my brother called me. Jake sounded, I don't know, shocked? Embarrassed? He said, "Sis, don't worry about the money. It's stupid, and I didn't even know she was asking you for that. I'm so sorry. Can you take the post down, though? I'll handle it." He didn't sound mad at me, just kind of tired and surprised. I felt bad for him, honestly. I could tell he was caught off guard by Sarah's texts too. So, I took the post down like he asked. I didn't want to stress him out more, especially since it's his first week of marriage. But now I'm second-guessing myself. Lily's upset too, not just about the money thing, but especially about Sarah's "you didn't give birth" comment. She said it made her feel like Sarah doesn't see me as our boy's mom, and that hurts us both. We've been a team through this whole journey, and it's already so hard with the NICU. I feel like I might have gone too far posting the screenshots, though. I was just so mad, and I wasn't thinking clearly. I mean, I get that weddings are expensive, ours was too, and we ate some costs when people couldn't come. But we'd never dream of texting someone to pay us back, especially not family, and especially not when they're dealing with a crisis. I keep wondering if I should have just called Jake first or ignored Sarah's texts instead of going public. But that woman-to-woman line and the dig about me not giving birth just set me off. For context, this isn't the first time Sarah's been weird about money. Last year, she got mad when Jake lent me $200 for a car repair and kept asking when I'd pay him back, even though he told her it was no big deal. I paid him back in like a month, but she brought it up at a family dinner, which was awkward. And at their engagement party, she made a comment about how some people don't pitch in enough for group gifts, looking right at me, even though I'd Venmo'd my share. I don't think she's a bad person, but this money thing seems to be a pattern. Jake's never been like that, he's always been generous and understanding. I hate that this is causing tension between us, especially now. I'm also worried about how this looks to the family. My mom called me after the post and said I shouldn't have put it online, that it's a private matter and I made Sarah look greedy. But my best friend texted me and said Sarah's the one who should be ashamed, not me. I feel bad for Jake, caught in the middle of this. He's a new husband, and now he's dealing with family drama because of me. But I also feel like Sarah crossed a line, and I was just so tired and angry. I keep replaying it in my head. Should I have just texted her back and told her to drop it? Should I have called my brother right away? Was posting it online too much? I don't know. So, Reddit, aita for posting those screenshots and making her look bad? I took the post down, but the damage is done, and now I'm wondering if I handled this all wrong. I just want to focus on my boys and my wife, but this is eating at me. What do you think? Be honest, I can take it. Thanks for reading this novel, LOL. I just needed to get it all out. Edit, I forgot to mention, sorry, sleep deprivation is real, that I did take the post down when Jake asked me to. I didn't want to make things worse for him. Also, some of you might ask, yes, the twins are doing okay, all things considered. They're still in the NICU, but the doctors are hopeful. Thanks for any advice you've got.